What's up, my fam? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a game-changing topic that's set to revolutionize the global economy: how blockchain will fix supply chains forever. That's right. Blockchain, the technology behind Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, is now taking on one of the most complex and critical systems in the world: supply chains. If you've been paying attention to the news lately, you've probably noticed that supply chain issues have been causing massive disruptions, from shortages of essential goods to delays in manufacturing. But what if I told you that blockchain technology could solve these problems once and for all? Today, we're going to explore how blockchain is poised to transform supply chains, making them more transparent, efficient, and resilient. So, if you're ready to see how this tech could fix some of the biggest challenges in global trade, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here, and let's dive right in. Before we get into how blockchain can fix supply chains, let's first talk about why they need fixing in the first place. Supply chains are the backbone of the global economy. They connect the producers of raw materials to manufacturers, distributors, and ultimately to consumers like you and me. But here's the thing: traditional supply chains are incredibly complex, involving multiple parties, often spread across different countries and jurisdictions. This complexity leads to several key issues. Lack of transparency. In today's supply chains, it's often difficult to track the journey of a product from its origin to the final consumer. This lack of transparency can lead to issues like counterfeiting, fraud, and even the use of unethical labor practices. For example, consumers might not know if the coffee they're drinking was sourced ethically or if their favorite brand of sneakers was made in a factory with fair labor practices. Inefficiency and delays. Traditional supply chains rely on a lot of paperwork and manual processes, which can lead to delays, errors, and inefficiencies. Think about all the times a shipment gets stuck in customs, or when there's a delay because someone misplaced a crucial document. These inefficiencies can cost businesses billions of dollars each year. Vulnerability to disruptions. Supply chains are vulnerable to disruptions from a variety of sources: natural disasters, political instability, pandemics, you name it. Because the current system is so fragmented, it's often difficult to quickly adapt to these disruptions, leading to shortages, price spikes, and other economic issues. These are just a few of the problems with traditional supply chains. But the good news is that blockchain technology is uniquely suited to address these challenges. So, how exactly can blockchain fix supply chains? To understand that, let's quickly recap what blockchain is and why it's so powerful. At its core, blockchain is a decentralized distributed ledger that records transactions across a network of computers. Each transaction is verified by the network, making it nearly impossible to alter or tamper with the records. This creates a transparent, secure, and immutable record of every transaction, exactly what's needed to solve the issues we just talked about. Here's why blockchain is perfect for supply chains: transparency and traceability. With blockchain, every step of the supply chain can be recorded on a shared ledger that's accessible to all parties involved. This means that you can trace a product's journey from the source to the store shelf with complete transparency. For example, if you're buying a diamond, you can see the entire history of that diamond, from the mine where it was extracted to the jeweler who sold it, ensuring that it's conflict-free. Efficiency and automation. Blockchain can streamline supply chains by automating many of the processes that currently rely on manual intervention. Smart contracts, self-executing contracts with the terms of the agreement directly written into code, can automatically trigger payments, release shipments, and update records when certain conditions are met. This reduces the need for intermediaries and speeds up transactions, making the supply chain more efficient. Resilience and security. Because blockchain is decentralized, it's much more resilient to disruptions than traditional systems. If one part of the network goes down, the rest of the network can continue to operate. Additionally, the security of blockchain means that data is protected from tampering, reducing the risk of fraud and ensuring that all parties have access to accurate information. Cost reduction. By reducing the need for intermediaries and increasing efficiency, blockchain can significantly lower the costs associated with supply chains. Companies can save on administrative expenses, reduce the risk of errors, and optimize their operations, ultimately leading to lower costs for consumers as well. Are you looking to secure your cryptocurrency investments? Meet Ledger, the ultimate solution for protecting your digital assets. Ledger offers top-tier hardware wallets designed to keep your crypto safe from online threats. With products like the Ledger Nano S Plus, Nano X, and the new Ledger Stacks, you can store your private keys offline, ensuring they are out of reach from hackers. Unlike hot wallets, which are connected to the internet and susceptible to hacks, Ledger hardware wallets provide cold storage, keeping your private keys offline. This makes them immune to online attacks. Paired with the Ledger Live app, managing your crypto has never been easier. Buy, exchange, and grow your assets all in one secure place. The app supports over 5,000 coins and tokens, making it versatile for any crypto enthusiast. Whether you're just starting with crypto or are a seasoned investor, Ledger has a device for you. The Ledger Nano S Plus is perfect for beginners, while the Nano X offers Bluetooth connectivity for on-the-go use. For the ultimate in security and customization, check out the Ledger Stacks with its advanced e-ink touchscreen. Ready to take control of your crypto security? Click the link in the description to get your Ledger hardware wallet today and join the millions of users who trust Ledger for their digital asset protection. Blockchain's unique properties make it the ideal solution for modernizing supply chains and solving the problems that have plagued them for decades. Now that we understand the potential of blockchain, let's take a look at some real-world examples of how this technology is already being used to revolutionize supply chains. IBM Food Trust. One of the most prominent examples of blockchain in action is IBM Food Trust. This blockchain-based platform is used by companies like Walmart, Nestle, and Dole to track food products from farm to table. By recording every step of the supply chain on the blockchain, Food Trust ensures that food is sourced, transported, and stored under the right conditions. This not only improves food safety, but also allows consumers to know exactly where their food comes from. For example, if there's a recall on lettuce, retailers can quickly trace the affected batches back to their source, minimizing waste and protecting public health. De Beers and diamond traceability. The diamond industry has long been plagued by concerns over conflict diamonds, gems that are mined in war zones and sold to finance armed conflict. To address this issue, De Beers, one of the world's largest diamond companies, launched a blockchain platform called Tracker. This platform tracks diamonds from the mine to the retailer, ensuring that they are ethically sourced and conflict-free. By providing a transparent and immutable record of each diamond's journey, TraceR helps build trust between consumers and the diamond industry. Everledger and anti-counterfeiting. Counterfeiting is a major issue in industries ranging from luxury goods to pharmaceuticals. Everledger is a blockchain-based platform that helps combat counterfeiting by creating a digital fingerprint for each product. This fingerprint is recorded on the blockchain, allowing consumers and retailers to verify the authenticity of products. For example, Everledger can be used to track the provenance of fine wines, ensuring that buyers are getting the real deal and not a counterfeit bottle. TradeLens and global shipping. TradeLens is a blockchain-based platform developed by Maersk and IBM to improve the efficiency and transparency of global shipping. The platform connects all parties involved in the shipping process: shippers, freight forwarders, ports, customs authorities, and more on a single blockchain network. This allows for real-time tracking of shipments, automated documentation, and faster processing at ports. By reducing paperwork and delays, TradeLens helps streamline global trade and lower costs for businesses. These examples show that blockchain is already making a significant impact on supply chains, and we're just getting started. So what does the future hold for blockchain and supply chains? The potential is enormous, and here are a few key trends we can expect to see in the coming years. Widespread adoption. As more companies recognize the benefits of blockchain, we're likely to see widespread adoption across various industries. From agriculture to manufacturing to pharmaceuticals, blockchain will become the standard for tracking and managing supply chains. This will lead to greater efficiency, lower costs, and more transparency across the board. Integration with IoT, the Internet of Things, IoT, will play a crucial role in the future of blockchain-based supply chains. IoT devices like sensors and smart tags can automatically collect and transmit data to the blockchain, providing real-time updates on the status of goods. For example, a sensor in a shipping container could monitor temperature and humidity levels and record that data on the blockchain, ensuring that perishable goods are transported under the right conditions. Enhanced consumer trust. As consumers become more aware of the benefits of blockchain, they will demand greater transparency in the products they buy. Blockchain will enable companies to provide detailed information about the origin, production, and journey of their products, building trust with consumers and giving them confidence in their purchases. Decentralized supply chains. Blockchain could lead to the rise of decentralized supply chains, where power is distributed among all participants rather than concentrated in a few central authorities. This would create a more resilient and equitable system, where small producers and suppliers have greater access to global markets and can compete on a level playing field. Sustainability and ethical sourcing. As sustainability becomes a top priority for businesses and consumers alike, blockchain will play a key role in ensuring that supply chains are ethical and environmentally friendly. Companies will be able to prove that their products are sourced sustainably, and consumers will be able to make informed choices that align with their values. The future of supply chains is bright, and blockchain is the key to unlocking that potential. Of course, while the potential of blockchain and supply chains is huge, there are also challenges and considerations to keep in mind. Scalability. Blockchain networks need to be scalable to handle the massive amount of data generated by global supply chains. While solutions like Layer 2 scaling and sharding are being developed, scalability remains a challenge that needs to be addressed for widespread adoption. Interoperability. With so many different blockchain platforms and protocols, ensuring interoperability between them is crucial. Companies will need to work together to create standards that allow different systems to communicate and share data seamlessly. Data privacy. While transparency is one of blockchain's strengths, it also raises concerns about data privacy. Companies will need to find a balance between providing transparency and protecting sensitive information, especially in industries with strict regulatory requirements. Cost and complexity. Implementing blockchain in supply chains requires investment in technology, training, and infrastructure. For some companies, especially smaller ones, the cost and complexity of adoption may be a barrier. However, as the technology matures and becomes more accessible, these challenges are likely to diminish. Despite these challenges, the benefits of blockchain in supply chains far outweigh the drawbacks, and we can expect to see continued growth and innovation in this space. So there you have it, a deep dive into how blockchain will fix supply chains forever. From increasing transparency and efficiency to reducing costs and building consumer trust, blockchain is set to revolutionize the way goods move around the world. While there are challenges to overcome, the potential for positive change is enormous, and we're just at the beginning of this exciting journey. If you found this video valuable, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. How do you think blockchain will impact supply chains? What industries do you think will benefit the most? Let's get the conversation going. Until next time, stay informed, stay innovative, and keep exploring the world of blockchain. Peace. If you haven't already done so, visit our website. You will find the link in the description.